Am I happy with my mood right now? I think I am. We're pretty good. So let's just go hunting. That has no effect at the moment, so let's just do that. Spend your weekend outdoors with the hunt, where nothing happens, apparently. Okay, so we got our new outfit. We can at least have a look at it, even if we don't use it. So that's our fancy pants magical girl outfit. Isn't it just the most 90s thing? With all the feathers and the floofies. And the Cardcaptor Sakura Sailor Moon wand. It's kind of overdone, to be honest, but oh, whatever. Anyways, we're going to stay in our priestess robe just in case any, stray divination checks decide to come our way. And then we are going to start building a little bit more for the upcoming Briony adventure. We are going to need a bit of athletic skill for that, so let's go into our athletics and get some running going. There we go. We are going to need to be quick on our feet, quick like a bunny, to get away from some of the things that are coming up, so we practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day. Oh, like a good, proper exerciser should be, and not like some people that I know in real life that happen to be named Aaron. You switch back and forth between a brisk walk and a light bouncing jog. Not too fast, not too fast. You're building endurance, not speed. Now let's be clear about that. Okay. My lady, there's a letter for you.
Who sent this? It isn't signed.
It appears to be a poem, describing you in a manner that is entirely inappropriate for a queen.
I what? With a squid?
What would be good for the mood? I think we're good to go, that's hilarious, which is good. That's the response I prefer.
That's actually pretty funny.
She's got a good sense of humor about this sort of thing. She can self-deprecate. Just then, an incredibly unlucky breeze swirls between the windows of your tower bedroom, tugging the paper out of your hands and off into the sky. Oh, how improbable! You stick your head out the window to discover the poem caught and fluttering on the roof nearby. You can almost reach it, but you value your life, so ignore it. What's the worst that can happen? It blows off, somebody reads it and laughs at you, and your commoner approval goes down slightly. That's okay, we pleased them a little bit earlier, so that's fine. It's better than breaking your neck. Besides, maybe you're lucky, it'll rain and wash the words away. Okay then, I believe we're gonna speak to Juliana at this point about what just happened there with the Lumen guy. Okay, so here we go.
If you attack an enemy Lumen and you win, and they leave behind a crystal, is it possible to combine that crystal with mine to make it stronger? I want to know for reasons.
Each Lumen can hold only one crystal. The only way to combine their magic is if a living wielder chooses to join its power to another.
Oh, so I should destroy other crystals to stop anyone from using them against me.
That is the traditional policy, but it is a lie. Lumen crystals cannot be destroyed. Rulers claim otherwise to discourage thieves from seeking dangerous treasures.
Well, what am I supposed to do with the crystal then?
Guard it, hide it, give it to other hands to wield. But if the last holder of the crystal was an enemy, the resonance of the crystal will work against you. It will be attuned to a personality as foolish, or violent, or scheming as the Lumen you defeated. I'm running out of breath. I'm not letting myself breathe between sentences.
So anyone taking the crystal would probably become a new enemy. Well, that's useless.
A weak-willed candidate might be acceptable for the crystal and yet still controllable. You could then steer that Lumen away from a dangerous path, making an ally and changing the crystal's resonance. It is, however, a dangerous endeavor, and one that requires your complete attention.
Not really a project I can work on while I'm so busy studying for my coronation. Wait! In the past, all the dukes and duchesses of Nova were lumens. That means all those crystals must be out there somewhere. Oh, me and my lore skill, getting me into trouble.
Okay, so what are we gonna do after this? I think we are going to keep on running, so we should be good with what we got. Just keep running, keep on trucking. You steadily increase the proportion of time you spend jogging with shorter breaks of walking to recharge your energy. And practice jogging solidly for longer stretches of time, learning how much food and water you need before and after in order to keep your body going. Does a body good. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elath, has passed away.
I expected that was coming.
With the control of Elath in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother Eris, the Duchess of Lilla, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden.
Almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though.
The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead.
I talked to the late regent at the gala about what he wanted for his son's future. He said that Adair should stay with either his stepmother or his stepsister Adele. Adele would be a less politically dangerous choice. He also said definitely not to give Adair to his grandfather.
Oh! Hang on. This was not a choice the last time I did this run. Hang on a second. Did I do something different? I swear I've been following the script the whole time. Okay, apparently in my script version I didn't talk to Fabian. I think I vaguely remember now that I think I had gone back and forth on the conversations in the gala a few times trying to figure out what to do there. So I guess in the end I must have skipped past it because I was trying to get through to something quicker, like the thing with Banyan and whatnot. So I guess I skipped it in the scripted version. Oh, okay. Do I make his stepsister regent then? Or do I go with what's in the script? I haven't seen the stepsister be made regent, but I don't want to accidentally mess anything up. I think, as much as I want to... You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to save here. All these cats plays, by the way, is me trying to get a certain ending where you get the achievement for winning the favor of cats, by the way. So we're going to save our game over one of these. There we go. Okay, and we're going to save there. We're going to make his stepsister regent just to see what the text says. Then I'm going to go back and leave him with Eris, just so I match what I used in the script.
Let him stay with his family, but instead of Eris, give the regency to Adair's stepsister Adele. They've grown up together, and she's old enough for the responsibility. She doesn't have a title of her own, and is more likely to be loyal to Elath's interests.
A clever compromise.
Thank you. I am quite proud of that myself.
Dang. That does get us a cheerful. That's probably going to mess with whatever mood stuff I have planned going forward, so yeah, we should go back. Let's load from that point. And leave him with Eris.
Adair must be upset enough without us taking him away from his home. Leave him with his stepmother.
As you wish. So at least we didn't get a mood modifier from that one. Alright, at least we got to see the text. That was nice. It's nice to know that that's an option if you play that route. Okay. So from here, it looks like we play with our toys. Does that look good? Yeah, because we're getting our willful down, I guess. There must be something coming up that we need to be less willful for, I guess, and more cheerful. So let's do that. Spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Oh, good. Yay! Nice and cheerful, nice and smiling Elodie. Okay, so from here, we're almost capped out on running, I believe. Whoop, there we go. Yeah, running is at 46. We're going to cap out at 50, so... apparently we are actually going to take one more running, though, even though it's a bit of a waste, just to make sure that that maxes out. The other class for this week, we are going to start on herbs, because that is another skill we're going to need for the Briony adventure. We need to start boosting that right quick. So let's get a start on it right now. Learn the proper techniques and clothing for running in different kinds of weather to avoid frostbite, overheating, or disease. Yay! So running is now 50, good. And you learn that willow bark can be used to relieve aches and fever. I wonder if that's true. I'd be curious to know if all this stuff they include about medicines and poisons in olden times is true or not. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Alrighty, cool. There's a woman here to see you. She's a musician and wishes crown patronage.
Which means money. Oh, the cynical cycle of capitalism. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have the weirdest accent and I don't know what it is. I've dabbled in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. Pseudo-Irish, maybe? I wonder if she also writes naughty poetry. Musicians are often used as secret agents and messengers. They can be useful and dangerous.
The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty... No, she's not. No, she's not, you plebe! So, we're not going to bother with her. We don't have the music skills necessary to get her. So, and we don't need her as a musician, so we don't need her.
Thank you, but we are not interested. Goodbye!
Alrighty, cool. So, what are we at right now? So, we're cheerful. Do we want to stay cheerful? Apparently, we want to get lonely and afraid. I can't remember why, honestly, but we're going to do it. So, we're going to explore the castle. It might just be that that's the only option we could have picked that would keep us cheerful, not affect the cheerful, really. There we go. Okay. Oh, this looks like a quick week. Let's just double up on herbs and go forward with that. You learn that feverfew can be used to reduce tension and headaches. And you learn that oil of cloves rubbed on the skin can relieve pain, particularly in teeth. Fun facts about herbology and things. You receive a letter from young Lord Adair. It's a bit messy and hard to read, but he seems to be thanking you for letting him stay with the family he knows. Oh, good for Adair. See, I told you it'd be a short week. I think are we wandering through the castle again? Yeah, I think so.
Yuck.
Oh, now we're lonely. So I guess there must be something that lonely gets us. Conversation and medicine. Yep, medicine. That's what we're working on, so that must be why. So we're just about done with herbs. Actually, I think we're totally done with herbs, so we can study battlefield medicine and poison from this point. There we go. You learn that wounds, even minor ones, should be washed as soon as possible to prevent dirt from growing under the skin. And the first treatment for most ingested poisons is to purge the stomach by forcing the victim to eat powdered charcoal, which can absorb dangerous substances. Again, another thing that I wonder if that's true or not. I think I've heard that one might be. Let me know, all of you ancient medieval medicine scholars. Staring up into the sky out your window, you notice a strange flash of light. Ah! Told you about those divination checks.
A falling star at that angle. It means war is coming to Nova. At least it might. Not every sign in the stars is meant for me.
Still, if there is a war about to happen, this forewarning gives you time to prepare and build your strength, which we definitely totally need. So we do want to hire more soldiers. You make a note to have the recruiters try and get more soldiers ready for the army. Good. Good. Need forces. Or no, wait, no we don't, really, because we're not, aiming for a military thing in this playthrough. I guess it's just nice to have? Dang it. I might have done some things that aren't totally necessary in this run in that case. Oh well. It's nice to know that divination succeeded in some way. Anyways. I think... What are we doing? We are minusing to afraid. And we need I guess the depressed is still fine. Okay. Watching prey animals be captured and killed helps you put your own problems in perspective. You feel less afraid, but a bit more sad. Oh. Very much more sad, looks like. But I know that's lonely. Okay, going into week 26, we are still on battlefield and poison. Let's continue with that then. You learn that blood loss wastes life energy. Bleeding should be stopped through bandages, pressure, and elevation. And you learn that minor burns should be cooled, washed, and gently wrapped to keep them clean, like a cut. Major burns and scalding, such as burning oil, are untreatable on the battlefield. Oh, so if somebody attacks with boiling oil in the middle of a war, watch out. You're not so good. You're not in such good luck. Certain poisons will counteract each other, such that either on their own will kill the victim, but carefully applying a matching amount of the other will cure. Interesting. If a victim is stabbed with a poisoned spine of a sea urchin, the spine must be removed carefully and the affected area soaked in very hot water in order to cook out the poison. Very creative ways people have of poisoning each other. Yay! Unlocked a new outfit! I think that's the nurse's gown, right?
What a beautiful day! It's nice to stop and breathe sometimes.
That means we're doing well! If you'd done something wrong, something bad would happen this week. So good, nothing happened. Okay, so from here, we're just going to do a little bit of minor massaging our mood. We're just going to attend services. Let us calm our hearts and move forward. Continue to be lonely, because lonely's not that bad. Let's quickly look at the nurse's outfit. We're not going to wear it, but we're going to have a look at it. Oh, that's lovely. I do so like that outfit. It's sort of like... It's maid-ish, kind of, but it also kind of looks like something you'd see in, like... There's an anime version of Les Miserables, and it looks like a costume that I've seen in that anime specifically. I don't know why. It might just be because of the hair. Anyways, back to the priestess robe. Because we love our priestess robe, and I don't know really that we need a boost in anything particular right now, so I'm just going to stick to the script. Anyways, yes, we are going to get our herbs back on here so we can keep going on past the cap, and study that sage has a variety of health benefits. It keeps meat from spoiling, it aids digestion, it improves thinking, may even help to bring color back into gray hair. Oh my, it's such a wonder drug. And calendula flowers can be used in soothing teas as well as skin lotions. It is also said to provide visions of one's secret enemies if worn by the light of a full moon. Less sure about whether that one is true or not. Okay, more herbs. We need lots of herbs for the Briony adventure. You have no idea how many herbs. Comfrey can be used to help mend broken bones. However, it is also slightly poisonous in large amounts and should not be eaten. Burdock leaves can be used as a poultice to dry out infection. The roots can be used to flavor a kind of beer, and the stalks can be eaten. Okay.
My lady, there are letters for you. So many letters. Another letter from Briony. Why does she keep thinking this is her run or something? God. She says she's bored and lonely, and she's looking forward to meeting me at Gwinnell's party. Seeing me at Gwinnell's party. I can totally read. That's right, Gwinnell's about to turn 15. She'll be Duchess of Sudbury for real now. This other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Gwinnell and I were friends at school, and this will be a big event. It's also a long way to travel, though. A lot of things can happen on the road.
Nothing our guards can't handle, though, even if we do have scary divination dreams of old monsters in the old forest nowhere near Sudbury. So we are going to go to Sudbury. We should be protected from whatever dangers are on the road by our extra guards that we got before. So that should be fine.
It'll be good to see my friends. So looking forward to the party.
Okay. What do we want? Apparently we want to be more lonely. And more willful, so we're gonna sneak out. So lonely. Ooh, we'll pray for my lonely soul. God. Oh, poor Elodie. It's okay. You'll be non-lonely eventually, I'm sure. So I think, are we done with herbs at this point? Apparently we are. So we are going to get on some other things that we're going to need for later. We need some agility, we need some reflexes, and we need, something exciting. Swords. Yes, we have nothing in either of those things right now. We're finally going to get some of our physical, well, we had some physical skills, but most of it was this stuff. Let's get physical with it. We're gonna get some swords in here. That sounded really bad when you read it in a different context. Pay no attention to me. Wooden sword. Let's go. On your journey to Sudbury, your carriage is attacked by bandits. Oh no! Luckily, your bodyguards are well prepared for such an event and managed to drive off the attackers. You're inconvenienced and annoyed, but not harmed. Screw you, Dad! Screw you for not believing that there would be a problem with assassins. God damn it. And now we're somewhere we've never been. We are at Gwinnell's party, which is lovely. Not nearly as glamorous as your own upcoming birthday will be, of course. What, you doubt the power of the royal birthday party planners? But it's still a major event on the noble social calendar. Everyone who's anyone is present. Uncle Laurent and your younger cousins are here, but Charlotte and her mother are not. Apparently Charlotte was ill.
You are denying me my right to do my Charlotte voice, goddammit! What fool would deny me the right to do my Charlotte voice?
I'm done. Okay. Aris, the Duchess of Lilla, is present, but she somehow always manages to avoid talking to you when you draw near. Why would you do that? I give you your freaking ward, whatever, Adair. You should be happy. I gave you 2 neighboring duchies. There's no pleasing you, woman. Anyway, family drama. Leek, Countess of Dis, who is the wife of Yannick, the former Duke of Sudbury, mother of Gwenelle, about to become the Duchess of Sudbury. Weirdly enough, her 15-year-old daughter has more power than her, kind of like us and our useless father. Anyways, Leek apparently will not be shoved aside.
Mother, it's my domain now. I need space for myself. God, you have your own lands to manage, like, frickin' really? Just because you're of age doesn't mean you know everything, young lady. You need my advice. This is my home. It has never been yours, bitch. Get out of my face. God, Mom.
Just playing her like a 15-year-old. Anyways, before you can back away, their gazes fall on you. They wait expectantly for you as near queen to settle the dispute. Okay, we don't have enough flattery. That's okay. I know who I side with. I side with the younger generation.
You heard her. She's an adult now. She's in charge here, Mom. Thank you, Elodie, you beautiful bitch. Is this what your father will face upon your coronation? Cast aside without another word? Well, he's not gonna like hearing that, is he?
A bit later, Briony catches up with you. Yay! Briony showed up in the Briony adventure! Yay! Oh, what kind of voice should Briony have? What kind of voice should Briony have? I don't know why, I feel like she should be like super precious, like...
Hello, Elodie. It's so wonderful that you're going to be queen now. I mean, I'm sorry about your mother and all, but... Oh, thanks. Well, I think. But think of the opportunities you're going to have. You're so lucky.
That's an odd way of putting it.
Anyway, I was wondering, now that you're almost queen and everything, have they told you all the secrets? What secrets? Like how to get into the old palace. I've heard it's packed full of treasure. You mean the old capital by Catherine Lake, the abandoned one?
There's our awesome lore skill coming into use right there.
Exactly, yes, they had to leave in such a hurry, so they left all kinds of treasure behind. And nobody ever goes there because the forest is supposed to be haunted, so treasure's probably still there. Forest isn't just haunted, it's full of monsters like the Keithong. But what if she's right and it's full of ancient treasure? I do like sparkly things.
Definitely offer to help. Definitely. We are in this to win this.
I don't know any secrets about getting into the old palace yet. But if you come back to the castle with me, we can check the archives. Oh, wonderful! I knew you could help. I was supposed to go back to school, but I was already planning to sneak off, so I'm just going to go right off with you with no further planning whatsoever. I'll ditch my escort, sneak ahead, and meet you in the castle. This could be fun.
Elodie sounds like downright slow motion compared to whatever I've cooked up for Briony, and I don't know what I've created. Okay, at the end, you all share a pleasant meal and prepare to return to your various lands. Oh god. What have I created? Oh jeez. We are going to continue wandering through the castle and continue to be even more lonely, because Briony is clearly not going to fill the lonely hole in our soul. Crawling in my skin. This princess game is getting to me. Okay. Apparently we're doing our magic again at this point. I'm not sure why. We just started with swords and reflexes. I guess it was just to get like a foothold in there to start. But we are going to go back to sense magic at this point. Let's do that. I guess we probably have a sense magic check coming up, I bet. Okay, Here we go. You close your eyes and call out when you detect your mentor casting a silent spell beside you. You learn to detect ongoing enchantments, such as blessed weapons that can do magical damage, and you learn to tell the difference between different kinds of magical signatures, so that you can tell roughly what a spell is that you detect meant to achieve things. Even more sensing magic, you expand your magical perceptions to give you some idea of where a detected spell is coming from and how long ago it was cast. You learn to detect the latent power, which signifies a lumen, even when he or she is not actively working magic. That would have been useful at the gala back in week 17, but that's okay, we've got it now at least.
I found a bunch of maps of the area around Cathry Lake. Great! I also found reports on all sorts of really nasty monsters down there. Oh, but that was hundreds of ages ago! The palace was abandoned hundreds of years ago. The reports never stopped. I can't find anyone who's gone into the old forest and come back. What if it is full of treasure? Wouldn't you want to tell anyone who's gone in and stole some? Look, I know it's dangerous. I'm not stupid, but you and I are educated, noble women, not peasants. I'm good with a sword and a bow, and you have magical powers now that you're queen, right? Well, yeah. Just come with me. It's going to be an awesome adventure. Our parents are going to be so impressed. I'm really not supposed to run off on my own.
So, it would be silly of us not to go with Briony at this point, so we are going to go with Briony. We should have all the skills we need at this point. Let's see how they all play out.
Alright, we can take horses from the royal stables and sneak out before anyone notices.
Ooh, scary, leafy background. You're easily able to avoid pursuit as you travel south through the wetlands of Caloris. There's no guard around the borders of the old forest. There isn't any need for one. Caloris has soaked in lore until the stain is permanent. Even an illiterate fisher child knows better. But you are young and innocent, brave and strong, true heroes with annoying voices.
Hey, this isn't so bad! It's kind of dark, but that's just because there's so much moss on the trees. It's pretty. It's like lace curtains. And it's quiet. You could build a secret hideaway here. And it's not too dark with the will-o-wisps out. Little sparkly lights. Don't you think so, Briony?
She doesn't answer. Oh no, that must be when we needed sense magic. She doesn't answer. The hairs on the back of your neck begin to prickle. There's magic in the air, nearby, and strong. You turn to look at your companion and find her pinned against a tree, her eyes bulging wide, her fingernails clawing at the thick black ribbons which have wrapped around her body and mouth. No, this is not a hentai. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Let her go!
Magic burns at your fingertips, but it's hard to find any spot to blast that won't harm Briony more than the monster. This is what we needed herbs for. There has to be some way to force her to release it. To force it to release her. Yes. In a panic, you slide off your horse, grab up a handful of stinging nettles, and not even feeling the pain, rub them against the black tentacles. You hear a tearing sound and the monster's ropey arms convulse, allowing Briony to fall to the forest floor. Unfortunately, the horses, now free of their riders, bolt and leave you alone with an angry, tentacled thing! Oh no! Run! Grabbing Briony's hand, you tear through the bush, heading back in the direction you came as best you can. Running, so much running. The murk of the forest seems to close in around you. It's difficult and terrible. You're going, ah! Horses! Success! Yes! Frantically, you whistle for your horses, but they've been well trained. Once they're out of immediate danger, they should respond to your commands. Good, good. After a few minutes of sheer terror, you're able to reclaim your steeds and flee to safer environs. Let's get out of the forest. Go now. Go, go, go! Two of you managed to return to the castle safely before the week's end, but with no time for any extra activities. Well, we made it through the adventure, okay? But we still got a few more weeks to go before this run is actually over. We still have to contend with the upcoming war that was foretold in our divination there. But at least we made it through that and its weirdly specific list of requirements. Okay, so let's move on with things.